Welcome, 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 welcome.
Welcome.
Hey man, this is something new we bringing. Something different.
Very,
Definitely different.
very different.
Uh so first off, we want to go ahead and just kind of let you guys know this is something new called Married Minds podcast. And I got my brother that I've known for a long, long time.
Ken folk.
Definitely.
In the South, that's what we say, ken folk.
Something we just decided to kind of put together so that we can kind of show, I guess, or give the people our unfiltered views of marriage. And not I'm not gonna only say just marriage, but also, trending topics and
Everything under the sun, pretty much.
pretty much. Hey, that sums it up, right?
Yeah, everything under the sun. The good, the bad, the ugly, the current. Just things that going on around us that we see, we hear.
Most def.
Even things that we go on social media, we look at. You know what I'm saying? We're scrolling. It's like we giving our take on it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Everybody has their own take, but um I think it'll be a different view. Me personally, I haven't come across any podcasts of married men.
There's men, but
Yeah,
they speak about relationships. But
right.
as far as like just like how sometimes you hear women talk and they speak
Yeah.
about relationships, and half of them don't be in relationships.
It-
And you're like, how you give your point of view and you and being? I know you've been in one, but you're not in a current relationship.
yeah,
As far as like the struggle, what goes on being a husband, a father,
definitely.
like we have our own struggles too, not just the mothers and the wives.
Talk that talk, man.
I'm just saying though, it all comes with it, you know what I'm saying? And we're not gonna shy about the things that we talk about,
Most def.
and like I said, we're gonna talk about everything under the sun.
Under the sun, most
And
def, man.
today
Yeah,
we're
go
gonna
ahead and
start it off with,
uh-huh.
we was talking about it before,
Right.
but I think the perfect way to say it is respectful and disrespectful cheating.
Respectful and disrespectful cheating.
Now, we all
Nah, you might get a lot of flack for that.
I understand that, because everybody gonna say, especially women, cheating is cheating, which it is. Cheating is cheating.
Right.
But I feel like there is respectful cheating and very disrespectful cheating. Like let
Elaborate on that, man.
okay.
Kind of get cuz you telling me, okay, so let me just kind of go into what you just
Matter
said.
of fact, let me ask you a question
Go
though.
ahead.
Do you think there is a respectful way of cheating and a disrespectful way of cheating?
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say this first, respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
Um we don't condone that around
At
here.
all, at all. It's
Um
very bad.
definitely.
It's very bad.
But I do feel like, there is respectful cheating and there's definitely disrespectful cheating. Um, but let's go into your views and then we'll jump into mine. Well, I mean, what's your views on so explain to me respectful and disrespectful cheating.
Okay, to me, respectful cheating, like I said, we all could agree that cheating is cheating. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But what I mean by respectful cheating is like when you don't cheat within the realms of your confine. Like if you stay in a complex apartment,
Hmm.
housing, so whatever it is, and you're not cheating around where your wife can see that person on an everyday basis, say hi to them,
Hmm.
or a family member. You know what I'm saying? Like their
Okay.
family member. You're not cheating with a family member or a close friend. To me, that's in the confines of respectful. Now you can disrespectful to me is like when you messing around with like a cousin, a good friend,
Oh yeah, within the circle.
within the circle, things just get messy. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Okay.
it's just I feel like you could get a pass or you could be forgiven if it's respectfully. She don't know about the person or whatnot,
Right.
and she gonna ask questions, of course. But once it's like a friend, a family member, I don't see the coming back from there.
Yeah, that kind of. Let me elaborate on that because I definitely feel the same way too. Um, even though cheating again is just not what it is. Um,
Definitely ain't.
definitely though. I mean, disrespectful cheating, just being with or doing something with somebody within the family, within the friend range.
Cause it happens.
No, most def,
It
most
happens.
def.
Like we're not gonna sit here and act like
Of
it
course.
don't happen. We've seen it plenty of times, like where like the dude probably so close to like a cousin or a good friend, and they feel like I can go vent to that person about my
Right.
relationship, and then boom, one thing leads to another. And next thing you know, there go y'all cheating.
Exactly.
And y'all too far gone now. And when you get caught,
That's it. Ain't no coming back from that.
I
That's
just
nasty too,
it is.
in a way,
It
because
is.
and at the same time, whoever I guess and this
And
can
it go
go both
both ways.
ways.
It does.
Yeah,
It
this can
does
go
go
both
both
ways.
ways.
I feel like once that happens, disrespectfully, if a guy or if a girl decides they're cheating on whomever their significant other
Mhm.
with someone that's a friend of theirs, a family member, I think after that it's just you got to cut ties because there ain't no coming back from that.
Or you gonna have to choose sides.
Here's the thing. If it's a family member,
Okay.
number one is that it's that's every time you see that family member, that's exactly what
You,
you're gonna be thinking of.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, friends you might not see as much, but if it's a really, close friend, then I feel like,
You can cut them off, but it's still like I don't know, like for a guy, if a guy gets cheated on,
right. Oh no, that's look.
you know,
look, look,
I don't know,
look,
like if a guy gets cheated
cheating
on,
on. That's it. From respect for me, that's it.
because it's for me, I just feel like there's when a woman gets cheated on, they can ask a guy questions,
Hmm.
and she gonna ask questions like, "Was she better than me? What did you see in her?" You know what I'm saying?
You're
For
right.
a guy, you know what I'm saying, that
It's more
hit
emotion
it's
for
too
women.
we already know it's unless you just dating a hoe, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
then it is what it is. But if you in our realm of like hardworking people that goes to work, that's caring for their family, if you as a man, your wife go off and cheat on you, it's you already know it's something that you probably was lacking.
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because she's not just not gonna just up and leave you or cheat on you because she just feel like it. Like I said, that's whole activities
All
right
right.
there. But if she goes off and just cheat on you, you as a guy, what question can you ask that woman?
Man, this is the way I see it is like this, right? I'm not even. This is coming from um our perspective, of course,
Yeah, our perspective,
from a guy's
our opinion.
perspective.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Our
just our
opinion,
opinion.
because every man is different. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Every
right.
man can deal like like Adam 22. He let another dude bone his wife.
Look, we don't. That's a whole nother topic we'll have to touch on because that right there is juicy, and I definitely want to touch on that. Um, I don't agree with Adam 22, definitely don't, but we'll get that in the
And we
next
can't even we can't even
episode.
we can't even be like, oh, that's a black and white thing, whatever.
No.
Cause some of y'all black folks doing that too. You know what I'm saying?
But look, okay, so this is what I was gonna say prior to you saying that whole Adam 22 thing, right? You kind of threw me off a little bit. Um, okay, so for a guy, it's in our DNA, it's in our
Mhm.
nature, right? Um, for so for us, it's like if a guy is going to cheat, it can happen in an instant And by that I mean like no emotions attached,
None.
just get to it and that's it, right? But from what I've seen as far as for women, when when it comes to that, for them to cheat, it takes a couple text messages, couple days.
Good
See,
morning.
that's
How you
that
doing?
from there, that's where
Because like I
feelings.
said, like it's the things that you as a husband you fail to do,
Right.
like giving roses or the sometimes we lives be so busy where you
Yeah.
forget to say good morning, babe. You know what I'm saying? I love you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How was your day? How's your day going? The middle of the day texts, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes us as husband, we probably forget to do that. And if another man squeeze in and he's good morning, beautiful, how you doing? She
Of
go to
course.
thinking
Come
back
on.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's one right there. Like during the day texts,
Uh-huh.
how you doing a long day of work for a female and she
Right.
comes home and you just, you know, doing your own
It's
thing.
communication. You got to be able to, if you can't communicate with your significant other, then that
And that's
relationship.
that's where it falls for women. Communication. As for men, we could just go to a bar and say a chick likes us or whatever.
Right.
Like I said, it'll be on go. Like
Right.
I said, it's not like it's appropriate for a man to just conduct himself as far as cheating. You know what I'm saying? It's never right to cheat. But like I
Never.
said, it's easier for a man to just cheat and have no emotional attachment to it
Exactly.
compared
Right.
to a female. You know
Definitely.
what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Because let's just say she goes out with her homegirl
Uh-huh.
and a guy's try to press her or whatnot, she might say no. Unless he got a real good game to the point where she falls with because ain't no telling what might have happened at the house for her to even give her number out.
Right.
Or he say, you know what, you can have my number. So then it takes
Yeah.
her for her to initiate that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I feel like, um, once if a guy approaches a girl who's in a relationship and they give her the number, if she initiates the text first, I think that's it. I think what I mean by
She's
that
good as
is
gone.
she's good as gone
She's good as
because
gone.
at that point she wants it,
Yeah,
right?
she good as gone. It
Um,
could be simple like she want conversations.
right. No,
But
no,
if the conversation is juicy,
most def.
intellectual, you know what I'm saying? And then it's let's go on a date.
That's
She's good as gone.
exactly. And so, I
Cause,
mean,
cause for a guy, like I said, a husband,
right.
if he found out his girl went on a date, she ain't even have to do nothing. He's going to be very, very mad.
And if he doesn't show you that on his face, then most likely he's going to keep that in and use it as,
I don't know what man gonna keep that in.
I mean, what I mean by keep it in is like, because some I've seen it. Some guys,
And
they'll if it
internalize it.
they'll just bottle it up because at the end of the day they don't really know exactly what happened, right? So it could be like you said, something as small as a dinner. It could if there's no communication. So for instance, if my wife was to come home from dinner but that wasn't explained to me, naturally I'm gonna have questions, right? I'm not gonna There's no reason for me to be upset as of yet. Yeah, I might be a little, like on the edge, like, why wasn't this communicated to me? Because now I feel like, okay, well, if
Because
this,
most wives, when
yeah,
when they leave the house, they're gonna tell you where they're going.
yeah, of course,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Most
most,
wives, like I said, most wives, they'll tell you, "Hey, babe, I'm going out with my friends. We're
right,
going out to eat, and I'm gonna be home at such and such time." Especially like if you have kids, like a
yeah,
mother, they're gonna always tell you what time they think about coming home. You as the husband, like, oh, babe, have a good night. You know what I'm saying, or
right,
enjoy your time out or whatnot. Just like when we go out as men and we tell our wives, "Hey, babe, I'm finna leave or whatever. I'm finna go out with my homeboy." Like the same way they gonna tell us they gonna ask you questions. What time you gonna be home?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna tell them. They gonna automatically ask
as
us
yeah,
what time you gonna be home. And I don't know. You know. I'll be home at appropriate time. But for them, they're gonna tell you like what time they might be home.
And most of the time, we just like just go have fun.
Yeah,
Just go enjoy it. Especially if you have one that doesn't go out as much.
yeah.
You know, at that point, I just be like, you know,
Go ahead.
go have fun.
Yeah.
Like the house is being held down.
But
Don't worry about the house.
most of the time for like I said, for women, when they go out,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, they be feeling like we gonna be mad.
Yeah, right. Hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. That is 100% correct. And the reason why I'm not okay, I'm not gonna say 100% correct statistically. In my
In our
own
opinion.
yeah, in our own opinion, I feel like that is correct. Why? Because anything, I mean, you can have an argument. You can have an argument not even related
Mhm.
to the fact that, you know, she went out. It could be something totally different. And then because you guys are arguing now, she throws in your face, oh, so you really must be mad because I went out, right?
Mhm.
And it's really not.
Yeah.
It's
Mad about the argument, then you go out.
you're right.
So now, in the back of my mind, I'm like, you had a good time?
You're right.
You met anybody?
Exactly. But the kind of just go back to the whole disrespectful, respectful, because we kind of slid off topic just a
Yeah.
tad bit. But that's just kind of give you our views on different things
Yeah. Like,
from
because
our perspective.
it starts like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For the woman cheating on a guy, because especially like a wife. We're not talking about like a hose or, because that's what's going on around the world. We're talking about like everyday working people that's in relationships. Of course, you get tired of that person sometimes. Tired of you argue and stuff like that,
I think
but
that's natural. I
it's
mean,
natural. You know what I'm saying?
y'all see each other every day. Y'all in each other faces every day. Not in a mean way,
Hmm.
but like, you know, because I'll be honest with you. Like I see my wife every day, right?
Hmm.
And then she'll go to work. She'll go to work and then she'll ask me, "You gonna miss me?" and now, you know, sometimes I'll tell her just like, "You coming back home?" You know?
See, my wife asked me that question like when she going off like for a week of work somewhere else,
Yeah.
and she'll ask me, "You gonna miss me?" Hope they, I'm like, and they want the answer to
Yeah.
be, you know what they want the
Yeah.
answer to
Of
be.
course I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Of
saying. But
course.
us as men, we probably try to, man, go ahead on.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what the answer is. Of
Yeah, of
course, you're gonna miss,
course. Of
especially if
course.
you leave the kids with us.
Right. We can't even move. Like we gotta make sure the kids straight. We can't even move the way we want to move.
Hey, don't tell me when you out talking about, yeah, I'm finna go have me a drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's an argument
Yeah, but
starter.
like I said, the respectful cheating comes like if you don't know that person, like like for men, we
Right.
have the one night stands, or you meet somebody from, or whatever situation you may have with your wife, and then you go off cheating on her with
Right.
somebody that she don't know from a can of paint.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But now when you repeating that pattern
Yeah.
and you just willy nilly all out of her face, even though she don't know who that person is, that's disrespectful there.
Say that again for the people.
Like you go away,
Uh-huh.
like as far as like you cheat with a different person every 3-4 months or whatever, or you're cheating with that person, and you're blatantly doing it in front of your wife's face. As far like text messages, late nights, coming in late night, don't respecting time, you're not respecting the time that, you know what I'm saying? Because let's just say, what is the appropriate time if you go out partying with your boys or whatever, you have a good time with your boys at a bar or whatever it is,
Right.
that you're supposed to be home.
That's
See, that's
that you
that's a
supposed to be home? Okay,
like
okay.
for me,
Okay,
I'm gonna
go.
say that like for me,
Uh-huh.
appropriate time for me is 2:30 at the latest to be home.
The- I,
As a married
okay,
man,
okay,
as a
okay.
married
I
man.
ain't gonna lie. I thought you was gonna say like 12, 1 o'clock, because I was gonna say like 2, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, you're pushing it.
3 o'clock, yeah, you. If you okay, so I guess I'm taking it from a videographer because I be coming home late, but it's
Okay.
for work. But if I'm going out chilling with the boys, respectfully, I'm definitely gonna be home by like at least 2:30.
2:30 at the
Yeah, if
most.
it's 3 o'clock, you're getting a phone call.
You getting a phone call at 2:30. You know the phone call at 2:30 be, hey babe, is everything okay?
I
Are
get
you
that
all
at
right?
1. I get that at 1. So I get at and 1 o'clock is when everything be jumping. Yeah, I get a whole phone call and
Okay,
all,
okay.
but
Now, what's the appropriate time for a woman, a married woman, to be out, to be home by?
I feel like, and I'm gonna explain to you why I feel this way.
Mm-hmm.
I think no later than like 1:30, and I feel like anything later than that,
Something
I'm a
going on.
man.
Yeah.
We're men. People are like I see this every day. I'm sober when I go downtown and record,
Mm-hmm.
right? So after the club usually lets out, I see guys, niggas coming up, approaching girls.
Disrespectfully.
They can pretty much be like, no, I got a man. They're going to still pursue them.
Yeah.
And
That nigga in
yeah,
jail.
if you have a strong enough woman, yeah, that might work. But it's not even the fact that I know my woman is like she's the type like she won't even don't indulge herself in
Yeah.
that. But I don't want to.
You know the type of women that I like. Cause like
Yeah,
I said, like even my time working at a gas station, I see those type of things. I like the women that will have the conversation as far as, I have a man. It was nice talking to you. Look nice, but I'm sorry. I can't, compared to the ones that just try to walk off. Those are the ones that I feel like men try to pursue the most because they feel like, man,
they're not saying nothing.
yeah, they ain't saying nothing.
They're not declining.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel you. I feel you on that. Um, but for me, still like 1:30. Um, because
And if you're going to an after party, you definitely good as gone.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a
The only
question.
way is the only way, like no time is like a matter as far as a married woman. If she's out on vacation with her homegirls, then baby, do what you do.
No,
You
I'm gonna
don't
disagree.
what?
Here's Before we do that.
You're not supposed to know what she's doing on vacation because so she's out.
Okay, listen. Before I get into that,
Okay.
let me finish what I was gonna say before. Um, with the whole what were you you kind of threw me off, but what we were saying about before with the with the
The
one
time.
yeah, times coming home.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think 1:30 only because I feel like there's a lot of horn dogs down. There's a lot of horn dogs out at night. There's a lot of people who will try you. And
Because a woman shouldn't stay past the club getting out.
here's the thing: guys have a lot of pride, right? And if they're around their homeboys and you reject them, some can take it and walk off. Some they're gonna act out of
Anger.
anger and they can't take rejection. And then that right there
And a
boils
lot
into
of
something
a lot
else.
of guys in this generation, I thought like growing up when I went to parties, when I went to clubs or whatever,
Yeah,
like them couldn't take rejection, but these modern day dudes, they definitely
definitely
can't
can't.
take
No,
rejection.
of course.
Like what I mean, they can't take it. They just can't take it. And first off, they don't even know how to approach women nowadays.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You working as a videographer, you be downtown, you see some of the things. Imagine me, you
All
know
the
what I'm saying?
time.
I being Mr. 7-Eleven, I seen so much guys get rejected and they'll call the women all type of names. Now, like I said, for me, I always respected a woman if I see her coming into the gas station around like 12:30, 1 o'clock. and they be like, "Oh, I'm just coming to get like a little drink before I head home, back home to my kids or whatever." You know what I'm saying? They always say my kids. They ain't going I gotta go home to my I
Yeah.
gotta go home to my kids. But we already know you gotta go home to
Right.
your husband and your kids or whatnot.
Mhm.
And those are the type of women that I respect compared to the ones that come 2:30, 3 o'clock. Cause first off, then you stayed till the club got out.
Yeah.
And if you're around friends that's staying for that type of party or whatnot, then you don't need to be around those kind of friends.
Okay, so here's a
Cause,
question. Here's a
'cause that'll
question.
be their ride.
Here's a question. No, well, here's the first question. What time you feel like they should be home?
I'm agreeing with you. 1:30
One.
at the
Okay.
latest. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
1:30 at the latest.
Now you mentioned something. You said like if the only time you feel like your lady you allow your lady to go out past that time is if she's on vacation with her homegirls, right?
Yeah.
Now here's a question to you. Now what if she's the only married woman on vacation? Is that still okay?
I wouldn't even want her going out. I would I honestly speaking,
Yeah.
as a married man, like I said, it's a married man mindset or whatnot, but I would be on cringe
With yeah,
with her going out with
friends
her
that are
friends
single.
that are single or
Yeah.
whatnot because you know what they gonna always say. I got respect for myself. I don't care what they doing. I got respect for myself.
It's not even about that. It's peer pressure. Your girls
You
get
think it's
drunk
peer
and
pressure?
I feel like yo okay, look, let me tell you something.
Because this is how I look at things, right? Let's just say it's four of four of them, right?
Right.
Your wife and three of her friends, and they're walking the strip or whatnot, having a good time, and here go four guys coming now.
No.
Do you feel that's the peer pressure then you talk about? Because
Ye-
like one of them, like they're single,
Yeah.
so every man gonna pick one.
Of course.
You know
And
what I'm
you
saying?
can't be the party pooper. That's why that's look, okay. So I know this by experience but I mean now a lot of her friends are married, of course, or they're in a serious relationship. That depending on the type of relationship that her girls are in.
Mhm.
So like if your girls is just single, all they want to do is go out.
Party.
No, I'm this is what I'm gonna
I'm
do.
already going like for me,
Yeah,
like I'm gonna speak because I know most men are like this, including myself.
right.
If she's going out with a single friend or two, I'm gonna already throw a fit at home.
Yeah.
You gonna know that I'm mad. I ain't gonna be like Kiki Palm.
Sugarcoat it.
I ain't
No.
gonna be like Kiki Palmer boyfriend and just gonna be tweeting up
Yeah,
what
no,
kind
no. I'm gonna tell you
I'm
right
gonna
then and
let
there.
you know before you leave the house, you're gonna
Yeah,
know I'm mad at you.
of course.
So you're in your mind, he's mad at me.
Yep. Can't have a good
Your whole before you even go out, your night is ruined.
Yep. Can't even have a
I'm gonna
good time.
ruin your night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when you come home, you back your mind, or he gonna be
Yeah.
mad at me. No, I'm gonna ruin your night. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And most guys are like that.
Especially if I know like the single friends are like they fast. I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and if you choose like to still go, then you're just gonna kind of. I feel like you're gonna reap the
Yeah,
consequences,
you're gonna
as in
because I
just
ain't
gonna
gonna
be
lie
an
to you,
argument.
like my wife told me this couple times because she have going out with her friend or whatever, and they're cool female, you know what I'm saying, respectable
Right.
girls, but they're beautiful black women going out. So I know guys are going to hit on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're supposed to. They're supposed to. But we know guys don't just go out by themselves.
Come
They
on.
go out by twos or threes or fours. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
So
Of
now if you
course.
got a group of friends, let's just say it could just be the three of you guys. And it's four or five guys or whatever. You gonna tell me a couple of them guys ain't gonna try to hit on you?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's peer pressure. So, like, let me tell you something. I see this when I tell you. When I go to these clubs and I see this, it's crazy. It happens right in front of my face. Even when it comes to like drinking, like I'm gonna give an example. I went to go do a recap for a club. I'm not gonna say which one because
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to lose whatever relationship I got with my peoples. But like it'd be just a group of girls, right? Some and most of the time, right after the club let out, there's usually a group of guys.
They're hounds.
They're hounds. They try to go talk to the girls, of course. Girls, number one, they're easy to. When I see this in the club, like see the drinks going around, because
Mhm.
drinks for the women, they get the drinks for free, of course.
Literally.
And I specifically done seen like girls saying, "No, I'm okay. Don't worry." And they over here like drink, drink, and that's peer pressure.
Drive the boat.
Yeah. And towards at the end of the night, it's
You
literally
drunk.
on her ass, like
Drunk. Yeah.
couldn't even walk. But with drinking, I know people gonna say like, but drinking and guys are a little different. No, I feel like peer pressure is peer pressure. Not to say that you'll intentionally do it, but if you're put in a spot where you're a little bit intoxicated, and then you don't want to, and some girls, they don't want to make their friend, they don't want to make, how do you say it, they don't want to be the party pooper, they don't want
Mhm.
to make it seem like, damn.
And that's where that respectful cheating comes at for the females.
Respectful cheating. Ain't no damn respectful
Like,
cheating from the
hey,
female.
like I said, it goes both ways. But like I said,
Ain't no
when we say
respectful.
it, we ain't gonna accept it as men.
No Haitian man is gonna accept it. I'm telling you that right now. No Caribbean man, as a
No,
matter of
no
fact.
Caribbean
No
man gonna,
Caribbean man.
no man from the Caribbean. I mean,
No,
I
no, not
mean,
gonna go for that.
it's
Not
unacceptable
going
in
for
our
that.
books. But like I said, when we say respectful and disrespectful cheating, for us, when we could talk about like when a man cheats on a woman or whatever and is far away from home, that's how it is for women too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like if they cheat within the realm of family members, a good friend, like woman, you cross all lines that
yeah.
can never be, you know what I'm saying, uncrossed. You know what I'm saying?
Can't.
And then on top of that, the dude that you're cheating with, 9 times out of 10, you probably think he gonna respect you, this and that. Nah, he not.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You're a freak show.
It's all you piece of just
You're a
a
piece of
piece.
meat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
That's all they
literally are a
see.
piece of meat. I don't care how, like, and a lot of women think that because you got degrees or you went to college or you have this and that business and all that. Oh, nah, you're still a piece of meat.
That really don't mean nothing for a guy. Um, Guys don't get intimidated. I don't think guys get as intimidated as some women feel like, when if it's a very successful, woman.
Hmm.
Um,
But they're the ones that feel like their actions or whatever, the things that they do is justified. You know what I'm saying? It's justified. Like I said, when a man cheats or whatever, it's never right for a man to cheat. But when a man cheats, he comes back home to his old lady or come
yeah,
back home to his family, no emotions involved. You know what I'm saying?
right,
When women cheat, there are emotions there. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? And you can't just untake them emotions.
No,
You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, you said the peer pressure when she going out with her friends. It's simple as, oh, the dude, if she gives her number out or she gets a number from going out,
right,
it starts right there.
yeah,
It starts right there. Hey, how you doing? The simple "Hey, how you doing" text leads to a whole lot of BS.
and that just goes back to, number one is stuff like this doesn't happen if there's communication in the home. As long as there's I feel like as long as there's communication, because I'll be honest, the first couple years when I was married, it was difficult.
It's a learning process.
It
It's a
was
learning curve.
difficult. We
That's the word. That's the hardest part. When you just get married, and mind you, when you just get married, you still want to have a little fun. She still want to have fun,
right,
and guess who her friends are? They're still single. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
It's that the first couple years, when I tell you, it was really difficult, because number one is, my wife, she already had kids.
Hmm.
Um and I think she had at a time, she had a very long time in mother mode, being a mom to her kids,
Hmm.
of course, to our kids. And the first couple years, I feel, almost I had almost made me feel like I was one of the kids, like because I think what because she ain't she had been in the mommy mode for so long, she hadn't come up out of that. So it took a while for her. And I wasn't really communicating that to her. It was just out of anger, like we just would argue all the time, like, and I would
Mhm.
tell her about herself. But um,
But you gotta understand, like even on your scenario is she has kids. Just like a lot of men, you know what I'm saying, that takes on that role
yeah,
on being a father and being a husband to a woman that already have kids prior or before, you know what I'm saying, you get into that relationship, whatever.
yeah,
Like I said, she gonna always put her kids first.
of course.
Always, you know what I'm saying? And then for you to adjust, it's adjusting. You know what I'm saying? And even like for a man that's dating a woman and then y'all get married, her friends probably been in her life forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's hard for you as a married man to tell your wife, man, I don't want you hanging with her. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'll be honest, I actually had it pretty good.
yeah,
I didn't have to say none of that.
see that see
She
you
was already on it. Like,
see, I me and I know a lot of guys that they have because it's for us. You don't want to get into an argument of telling her to choose. It's just that's like you don't want her to tell you, I don't want you being around him
yeah,
because all my friends are from the hood, and they get busy. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So of course you're looking out for my best interest, and I could say the same thing for her because I already know what kind of men are out there. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. That kind of goes back to why I feel like someone like for me, like an appropriate time for a woman should be like 1:30 because after 1:30, vamps are out at night. And
Vamps.
them boys is out to catch some.
And that's why it's better. If we hear pastors preach about this, we hear counselors. When you're married, get around more married couples.
Of course,
You know what
yes.
I'm saying? Because
I
guess
believe in
what?
that.
When you're
Yeah.
around more married couples, there's things that you're not you're susceptible not to do.
Yep.
So a woman gonna be like once 12:30 hit, girl, I don't know about you, but it's time. Then she 9 times out of 10,
Yep.
all the other girls gonna
It'll
fall in
fall in
line.
line.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep. Yep.
It's just like guys, you know what I'm saying? More married men or whatever. Like, man, I know my wife finna kill me if I
Kill
do,
me.
you
I
know what I'm
got to
saying?
go.
I gotta go. You're like,
Yeah.
bro, your wife
Yeah.
like that too? Then it's
Yeah. It's
everybody in agreement. It's
easier. I think
easier.
it's easier to get out of that situation if you do need because now everybody understands where
Cause
everybody's
just
coming
like
from.
just like you say, women get that peer pressure. When a married man is with single guys or
You're right.
whatnot, guess what? That single guy like, man, your girl got you like that? Man, you whoop, man. You whoop. But
It ain't
he
wood.
don't understand.
They don't. Yeah, they don't know.
You know what I'm saying? He don't
They don't
understand
know.
it's called respectfully being there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Respectfully coming home at appropriate time. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to come home to an argument.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's what they say.
that's that's the quote they be telling me. Happy wife, happy
You
life.
know, honestly they need to come up with a quote for husbands. You know,
I'll probably come up with something,
we
but I
gotta
don't
come up with
know. Yeah,
something.
we
We
gotta
gotta
we
come
gotta
up with
have our
something
own
dope.
little slogan.
Yeah, it gotta be dope that gonna stick too.
Most def. But definitely we appreciate you guys tuning in. This is pretty much like our co-pilot episode. Um as if we what we didn't do was introduce ourselves. So we're gonna go ahead and probably do it now. But for people who don't know, they call me KD Visuals, of course. I do a lot of video work around the city, um, and in other states too. And then I got my boy. I'm gonna let him introduce his own self.
Well, my name is Will, but for most of people who don't know, formerly known as Mr. 711.
Yes, sir.
The people, the ones, there's been a lot of viral videos that go on at
Most
7-Eleven, and you're
deaf.
like, man, who's that voice? It's me.
That's
You know what I'm
him.
saying?
That's him. All the craziness.
When
Yeah.
you when you hear Obo and J,
Yeah.
That's me.
It's not Mr. Unfortunately, it's not Mr.
It's
7-Eleven
not Mr. 7
anymore.
Eleven no
It's
more.
Mr. What? It'll happen, right?
Mr. It'll happen.
So
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
tune in because his videos go crazy.
You know,
Go crazy, of course.
very wild.
But we definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. We're gonna have, of course, more topics to talk about. Feed into these married husbands and other people that's kind of looking for insight into what we kind of go through.
Relatable, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Things
Um,
and not feeling confined to things that, most guys would be scared to talk about stuff like
right.
this. You know what I'm saying? But it's what's going on for real. You know what I'm saying? And we're not perfect as husbands, as fathers, but we're willing to share our, you know what I'm saying, downfalls,
Experience, of course.
experiences, and things that we have friends around us that going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? We tell our opinions, and we hope that you can share your opinion with us too.
Definitely. Give us some feedback in the comments. Uh, I mean, you can ask us exactly, what you like us to talk about because we're not scared to touch on anything.
At all. At
We've,
all.
and if you're looking at us, you're probably thinking like we young as hell. Yeah, we're pretty young, but I've been married for 8 years, been with the same woman for
Mhm.
10, and then
I've been married for 10.
so
I've been
this
married for
is
10.
this is not like it's not like we just started. We've been doing this for a
For a
pretty long
while. We're
time.
getting through the highs and lows.
Um,
The 7 years of, the seventh year or sixth year when you go through
yeah,
the rough patch. You know what I'm
the rough
saying?
patch.
Yeah, we not saying that, oh yeah, we know it all, but
No,
we've been through some things and we know how to maneuver, and we just would like to speak on the things that we have encountered.
most def. I mean, we as a man, we made a commitment. And I think that's part of growth. So there's probably a lot of people on the verge, or probably don't feel like marriage is for them. I mean, to each his own.
It's
We're
for
not we're not here to
yeah.
like
Marriage is for whoever. If you feel
you
like,
know.
by me, I'm gonna just say this before we leave. If you're thinking about marriage as a man, if you value your woman, it's nothing more better than seeing your queen walk down the aisle, or or see your queen with that veil on at the courtroom. 'Cause some people don't talk about the courtroom marriages because those a lot of
Yeah,
those courtroom marriages, they last.
for real.
They last. You know what I
They sure
mean?
do.
They
They sure
last.
do.
So don't think about, oh, I don't have the money to you know what I'm saying? If you gotta go to the courtroom, have on that white dress, see a queen, and say I do, and you say your vows, she say her vows, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. You know
Definitely
what
a
I'm
beautiful
saying?
thing. Definitely a beautiful thing. But we thank you guys for tuning in. We definitely gonna have um more for you guys on different topics, but stay tuned. You'll have our handle at the bottom there, so make sure you click subscribe. Tune in for the next episode. So again, appreciate it. KD is my boy,
Remember,
originally known as Mr. 7-Eleven,
it'll happen.
but it'll happen. And then we'll see you guys on the next episode.